Yes, mommy, he tells me. But you know what? He's in heaven. And do you know how he died, mommy? He drowned in his mommy's belly. Okay.
Vero, good evening. How are you?
I'm good, Hector. Good.
And welcome. Good, luckily. We're listening to you. Well, let me tell you.
It will have been 21 years on February 14th. I lost my baby at 7 months pregnant, and well, I delivered him by myself at the clinic. I saw his face for just a second because, I mean, after that I fainted, and my baby was born lifeless. So, well, it was a really tough situation. And from that day on, I decided not to talk about what had happened to me. A year and a half later, I got pregnant with my third child, Saria. And when he was about 6 months old, I would always see him in the crib playing, like he was playing with someone. He would look toward a certain spot in the crib as if someone were there. Babies start sitting up by themselves, and it was as if you were sharing toys. And well, my boy was pretty advanced. I had never mentioned his brother to him or anything like that. We didn't talk about it anymore at home. I told my husband to stop talking about it. And when he was 2.5 years old, he tells me I was giving him a bath. And he says to me, "Mom, did you know I play with Santino?" Santino is the name we gave our baby.
I say to him, "How's my boy?"
He says, "It's my little friend who comes to play with me, Mom." I tell him his name is Santino. "Yes, Mom," he tells me, "but you know what? He's in heaven." And do you know how he died, Mommy? He died in his mommy's belly. Well, nothing. Just imagine that my husband had to finish bathing him because I started crying because, well, obviously it was our Santino who came to play with his brother, Chioma. And to this day, Augusto is already 18 years old, and he remembers perfectly of how he used to play with his brother. And this happened until he was about 5 years old. Being a psychologist, it was very hard for me, well, to accept this situation, naturally. But he always made sure to let me know that my baby was okay, just like he did with my dad after my dad as well.
After he passed away, white feathers started to appear inside my house.
A hummingbird, which had never appeared before. One started to show up every summer. So I tell everyone, and this is a message for all the mothers who have lost a child, that heaven exists, that God exists, and that everything that manifests is real. Whether people want to believe it or not, that's up to each person. But from my perspective, and being quite skeptical, especially because I'm a psychologist, I experienced it myself. And I'm telling you honestly, I mean, believe. Because at some point, these things don't happen to everyone. Some of us are able to see them, and others are not. So, well, for all the moms who have lost a child, this is my message. Rest assured, because if they haven't shown themselves yet, at some point they will.
Thank you for your story. Sending you a kiss, Vero. A hug. Bye-bye. Real stories, really powerful stories, true stories, and opinions. Has anyone else experienced something with a son, a nephew, a grandson who connects with a little brother who was never born, with a relative who passed away before? These invisible friends, not imaginary ones, of the kids. Real stories